when I'm supporting people and they say, I'm gonna buy the coding, I'm gonna buy all of this stuff because I can't cope, because I want to unalive myself, is that really a solution? Good evening, I'm your host Brandon. This is the Victory Rail podcast. Now, as usual, we are sponsored by Umbrella Peer Support. We're dedicated to helping the most vulnerable people with trauma and the most extreme cases. Now, I just want to give a good massive thanks to everyone subscribed to TikTok. We're now at a good number of over 5,000, which we're really grateful for. So if you haven't already subscribed, let's get our message out there that you're not alone and we're here to support you guys, and we don't give a shit. We're not going to put our arms around you and say everything's okay when most of the time life isn't okay. Now, this episode, I've been thinking a little bit about last week's episode of Survivor's Guilt. And I've spoken to a lot of people over the years who don't cope very well with shit. What I mean by this is they take the bad substances, they take alcohol, they do things that's self-destructive. A bit like what I was saying about Survivor's Guilt, where you do those self-destructive things because you're surviving that trauma. Now, I can give a couple. I could give what I think. I could give probably about 50 examples right now. Over the years, I've dealt with a lot of people who go through all those substance misuses. And why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we let the demons get in your head? Because surely those substances are going to make you worse. Surely buying them from your dealer is gonna not only affect your finances, not going to affect your health, it's going to affect your family, your friends. Because over my years, I've dealt with substance misuse. You know, I've been on the streets and I've seen many people who take those substances because it's to fill that void. When you don't know how to cope, is this the solution? Now, a couple things I'll say is that we've recently lost someone over this week, and his name was Rob, who he's dealt with a lot of demons over these years. So I'd like to give my condolences to his family and his friends and everyone around him. Rest in peace. All my thoughts are for you guys. So what I want to say tonight, guys, is we need to all come together. We need to build a community. We need to build a large community where we all not so much wrap our arm around each other and say everything's going to be okay. We need more support. We need that support for each other. Because with the wars, with all the shit that's happening in the world, why are we fighting each other? Why is there so much hate for each other? Because if we've over the years, if we've learned anything, I mean, just with the umbrella community, so people can come together. We can cope with each other. We can cope as one. So when I'm supporting people and they say, I'm gonna buy the coding, I'm gonna buy all of this stuff because I can't cope, because I want to unalive myself, is that really a solution? What is it gonna do? What is it gonna do to yourself if you survive that? What's it gonna do to us as sort of supporting you? It's kind of not so much a waste of time, but like, why are you here? Why, you know? So when I'm talking to people, I'm pretty hard on them. I can. Yes, okay. Sometimes there's that element. I'm friendly with everyone. But when they start to say, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, okay, I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna do that safeguard. I'm gonna make sure that you don't do it. So yeah, even with my friend who's recently unalived himself, you know, his funeral was recently, and his family were devastated, as you can imagine. And this is what we got to think about. What can we do to cope? What can we do to not let those demons in your head get worse? Come to us. We've dealt with it. We've got that empathy. We've literally been through everything. For me, for one, obviously, I've told you my story. But I'm not just talking about the admins on the group, it's about my community I've got on my group. And when people come together, that's what makes you feel not so alone. That's what makes you feel alive. Because, okay, we're only an online support group, but I've had many people come to say to me, you saved my life. And yeah, it feels good to hear that from them, but why have I saved your life? What's got you to that point where you've had to say that? So when we go through all of this shit, when we go through when I've dealt with people who've grieved, people who've been through all their shit, been through, you know, the people, I don't know, just the trauma. I think I've been through that trauma. People in the group have been through that trauma. So that's how we cope. Because we can learn from each other. And that's what I've learned over the years. I can learn from other people. Either not to do it, or to better myself. And I've said in the past, my wife has bettered me. Umbrella has bettered me. Because, yes, I talk about Holly a lot, but yeah, I was still going through that shit. So my coping mechanism to go through that shit is to help others. So when people do want to cope, they tend to go to therapy. And over the last couple of weeks, I've had a couple of therapists. I mean, one of them gave me death threats. Well, I laughed at them and said, look, I'm not here to say your profession is shit. I'm saying a lot of therapy is done by the book. We don't go by the book, we go by life experience. A lot of therapists don't go through life experience. So if your way of coping is therapy, go for it. If your way is to come to us, people who have been through it, and it's free to the point of use, then yeah, come to us, because literally we know how to cope. And with nearly 9 years of the group being open, you know, we are successful. I can honestly say we are successful. We know how to deal with this shit. So when you want to do the substances, when you want to go through, when you want to pick up that bottle, don't. It's not worth it. Because those devils, those demons, and your behaviour is going to become worse. It's just talk. Talking saves lives. I'll say this over and over again, because talking saved my life. Talking to people saved my life. And when you reach out for help, just do it. Just come to us. Talk to people. Talk to us. Yeah, thank you. And I'd like to just say a few things before we do end this episode, guys. Because it's something that's going to be coming up soon. So, a good friend of mine who I've helped over the past year, he tragically lost his son, and unfortunately we've both got the empathy of losing our child. So we want to be able to remember them, and we're going to be doing a skydive soon, guys. So we haven't got a date in just yet, but once everything's in place, we want to raise as much money as possible. Jay wants to do it for Great Ormond Street. I want to do it for Southampton Children's Charity, P and Brown Wards, who are absolutely fantastic with kids and kids with cancer. And we're going to do this also for Umbrella, because Umbrella has saved many people's lives. Same way as Great Ormond Street has saved many people's lives, same way as P and Brown and Southampton Children's Hospital has saved many people's lives. So we want to remember our kids and honour Umbrella Peer Support by doing something which I never thought I'd do, but hey, we'll have a bucket list, don't we? So yeah, so we will be sorting it all out. Once it's all sorted out, I'll put everything in the Just Giving pages onto our Instagram, and I've got an open Facebook page, which will be which the links will be below shortly. And we're also looking at doing a merch line soon. So if you guys, once we get all that sorted as well, what I want to say though, every bit of money from the merch line, every bit of money from all the videos we make goes straight back into the group. So we've got a few things we're going to be doing. So next month we've got a meetup with a load of our members up in London, and we're sorting all that out. So the money we make from the videos will go towards future meetups. We also want to invest just in people. So I want to eventually make Umbrella into a community charity. So a lot of my members, they do like to talk in person, so everything we make from these videos will go straight back into the group. So I want to thank you again for watching our videos, and I want to get our message out there that life doesn't have to be shit. It is shit, but once you get that support, once you get that help, we can do this. Thank you very much. Good night.